come on out and marshal, please.
Rice Gates.
All right, got my turn marshals out here, and I got my drivers here.
My transponder's still under Ryan.
Yeah, go ahead and cross the line for me one more time. I think I got it at the bottom of the screen. I just want to verify. Yep, okay. I got you.
Steve Blue.
All right, folks, give each other some room. We are about to go racing here. All right, when you cross the line, your 4 minutes will begin. This is the final race of our 3-lap Friday series. So this 3-lap qualifying format is basically how seeding is done at a national or international level event. Your fastest 3 consecutive laps are your seed time, which will set the order for the main events tonight. All right, BG starts off 15-6. Steve a 17-1, Kim 19-1, Dave 19-4, Griffin and Eric in the 20s. All right, a bit of a reset there for BG. We still got 3:15 to go. All right, so BG setting the fastest single lap so far, 15-6. All right, folks, 105 down, 255 left in this one. All right, so our first 3-lap seat times being logged. Right now, we got Ryan Randall going 52.4, Dave at 53.5. EG going 50.6. That's a 17.0, 16.7, 16.8. Oh, Steve Leong, 16.9 that time around. Kreider goes 17.0. Got buck 45 in, 2:15 to go. Kreider 17.0 and 17.5. Just needs one more good lap here. 2 minutes down, drivers. 2 minutes to go. All right, folks. So Eric Gonzalez on top of the leaderboard here, 50.6. Got BG also 50.6. Last time by going to 16.3. BG could be on to something here. 140 to go, drivers. And Brian Gross to the top spot, 50.1. Last 3 laps, 17.1, 16.3, 16.7. Griffin Lowenthal now making a move. Griffin going 16.5, 17.1, 16.4. That'll put him on top. 2:45 down, 1:15 to go. All right, drivers, 1 minute remains. So EG now taking over the front spot here with a 16.4, 16.5, 16.9. That results in a 49.9 over the fastest 3. So we got 40 seconds to go, drivers. It's about that time to start thinking about making your final run at it. Right now it's EG, Griffin, BG, Steve, Ryan, Dave, and Kim, your full order. This time by, Kreider goes 16-9. Gonzalez 16-6. Leung 16-6. King going 17-4 that time by. All right, folks, getting close to the end here. Getting close to the end. The crash at this point is pretty much it. Kreider, you are done. Gross, you are done. Gonzalez, you are done. Leung, you're done. Lowenthal, you're done. Randall, you're done. And that'll be a race, guys. That'll be a race. All right, so EG taking round one here. 49.9. Griffin a 50 flat. Brian 50.1. Steve 50.6. Dave 51.1. Ryan 51.1. And Ken 53.5. Moving on to race number 2 of 40 plus. This one's going to be David, Martin, Kevin, Aaron, Art, Tim, and George.
AJ Cardinale. Martin White. Kevin Allen.
All right, turn marshals for this one. Brian, Eric, Ryan, Steve, Griffin, Ken.
Tim Albert. Grasshopper. Aaron Austin. George Laxon. One minute to the start.
Careful in the
of
rhythm,
race.
guys.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, do I have 2 marshals over here on the right side? There's 2? All right, good. All right, we got marshals, we got drivers. We're going racing. When you cross line, your time will begin. All right, everybody officially on the clock now. Got George going 18-5, Tim a 17-1. Art going 16-8, Martin 16-4, Aaron a 20. Bixler goes 16-8, and Allen 16-4. Now 40 seconds in, drivers. All right, drivers, we got 55 seconds in, 3:05 to go. Martin White going 16-1 here on lap 2. Art opens with a trio of 16-8s. Martin, lap 3 going 16-0. All right, well, Martin taking TQ in the opening 3 laps of this race. And improving on that time. Last 3 laps, 16-1, 16-0, 16-1. That results in a 48.2. Puts him on top. Got Bixler in the 5 spot overall. Cardinale in the 6. Albert in the 8. Austin 12. Allen 13. And Laxon 14 at the time being. We still got 2:20 to go here. All right, Cardinale improves his seed time. 50.4. Bixler goes 50.5. Allen goes 50.0. So right now, Martin on top of the leaderboard. Kevin in the 4 spot. Cardinale 6 and Bixler 7. Guy Albert currently in the 9. 2 minutes in, drivers. 2 minutes to go. Martin White last time by 16-7. That's basically a reset. Bixler goes to 16-5. Albert goes 17-0. Cardinale 17-2. Allen a 17-1. Austin a 16-7. And Bixler goes 16-3. Martin White now goes 15-8. So Bixler's last 3 laps, 16-9, 16-5, 16-3. That moves him up to the 2 spot overall, 49.7. But he improves once again, 15-9 for Bixler that time around. He can still improve here. 48.8 currently the time. Now Bixler says that's good enough for me. Well, Bixler with a very strong seed time, 48.8. Got Aaron Austin moving into the 3 spot, 48.8 of his own. Right now, top 3 spots, Martin, David, and Aaron. 4 spot is EG. Got Kevin Allen moving into the 5 spot. His current time, a 50 flat. Kevin improves once again, 49.6. So drivers from this race looking to sweep the top 4 in the opening round. Careful in the rhythm, guys. All right, so White currently 48.2, Austin 48.5, Bixler 48.8, Allen 49.5. Got Elbert in the 8 spot, 50.4, Cardinale 50.4 as well. All right, drivers 15 seconds left. A crash at this point is basically a race over. So Martin White last time by going 15.9. That improves his seed time once again, 47.9. All right, Allen goes 16.4 that time around. Elbert, you are done. Cardinale, you're done. Laxton, you're done. White, you're done. Keep going, Kevin. Oh, wow. You're done, Kevin. All right, that'll be a race, guys. Oh, Martin White goes 47.7. Got Martin White going 47.7. Aaron Austin, 48.5. Dave Bixler, 48.8. Kevin Allen, 49.5. Cardinale, 50.3. Albert, 50.4. Laxton, a 1 minute .3. All right, we're moving into race 3, drivers. This is Stadium Truck.
Austin Church. Rice Cakes.
All right, this is Stadium Truck, guys. Brian, Eric, Austin, Jeff. Maybe Landon? Oh, hey, I think we got some of those longer dog bones in the shop.
1 minute.
I saw them
to the
come in
start of
early in the
race.
week. No one else bought them. We should have them.
Got enough back there. Get this one out.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's get our drivers from the last race out here. Maybe 1 or 2 of you guys wants to marshal the next race instead. That would be fine. A little bit short
30
on this
seconds
race.
to the start of the race.
Thank you, sir.
Eric Gonzalez.
All right, we're missing Jeffrey. 1 minute, okay.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
I don't know, computer says 15 seconds.
Less than 5.
Good thing I don't listen to this thing. All right, waiting to see if Jeff Miranda joins the festivities here. That does not sound good. Sensor wire, idler gear. Okay, we are going racing. All right, folks, this is Stadium Truck. A little bit light tonight for Stadium Truck. BG starts things off at 16.1. EG goes to 17 flat. All right, we down to 2 trucks. Oh, man. It'll be a long night in Stadium Truck. All right, Eric Gonzalez goes 16.5. 45 seconds in, 3:15 to go. BG crosses line, 16.9. First 3 laps, 50.7. EG crosses line, first 3 laps, 50.5. Both drivers clocking in with a 16.9 last time by. Gross goes 16.2. And Gonzalez with a little flip back straight. Back straightaway is occupied by a down vehicle. Clear. We are clear. All right, BG 15.9 with the stadium truck that time around. That might be a track record in stadium truck. 15.9 BG. All right, so he backs up at 16.3. That improves the seat time to a 48.5. I think that's about what I did last week. So my 21.5 buggy is on pace with a good stadium truck. All right, BG on top of the leaderboard. Careful in the rhythm, careful ahead. He found it. Carry on. Minute 40 to go, drivers. All right, a reset for both these guys. Let's see if EG can hang in the slipstream of BG. All right, we got a minute 25 to go. Careful in the rhythm. That time around BG going 16.2. EG with a reset this time by pushing the reset button. All right, just over 1 minute to go here. Brian goes 15.8. He's doing great. Oh, a little tumble there for your race leader. Any proceeds? 50 seconds to go, drivers. 5:02 to go. Forty seconds remain. BG 16.3. EG about to cross over with the 16.8. 20 seconds remain, drivers. All right, BG 19.1 that time around. 10 seconds. EG 16.7, just needs one more decent lap here. All right, EG, you are done. All right, so Brian Gross takes round one, 48.5. Got Eric Gonzalez going 50.5. And we're moving on to race number 4. That is 17.5 Sportsman Buggy. I'm going to need a little help marshaling this one. Need all my stadium truck drivers plus Kevin. All right, this one is going to be Sportsman Buggy. Got Craig Paxton, George, Theo Scott, and maybe Mason.
10 car 10. Scott Young. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Craig Oku. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Pac-Man. Mason Cassidy. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, Brian, I got Eric, I got Kevin. All right. Got Carter right here helping out. Thank you. Okay. Well, George is out, so we're going green flag drivers. All right, we got Craig starting off 18-2. Paxton going 20.6, Theo 21.7. Got Scott going 17-4. All right, Mason getting off to a start here. 40 seconds in, drivers. All right, 45 seconds in for 3:15 to go. We got Scott starting off at 17-4, 17-8. All right, 1 minute down, 3 minutes left in this one. Oh, careful in between the doubles, guys. Careful between the doubles. Might be a dead car. All right, so Scott Yao on top of the leaderboard, 53.3 so far. Got Paxton going 57.7. Craig at 58.9. Theo 109.5. All right, we got a minute 50 down, 2:10 left in this one, drivers. All right, Scott, 53.3. Got Pac-Man, 57.7. Craig going 58.9. Craig that time by, though, going 17.7, looking to move his way up. Got a minute 45 left in this one. Careful at the tabletop, guys. Careful at the tabletop, landing at the tabletop. All right, a minute 35 to go. All right, a minute 20 left in this one, drivers. Scott Yao still leading the way, 53.3 over his fastest 3 laps. Careful approaching the rhythm section, guys. Little Cassidy on Cassidy crime. 3 minutes down, 1 minute to go. Right now, Scott, Craig, Pac-Man, Theo, and Mason, your 4 running order. All right, we got 35 seconds left in this one. Got 17.5 intermediate up next. Go wide on the back straight. Go a little wide on the back straight. That is clear. 20 seconds left in this one, drivers. Scott 53.3. Craig improves 54.4. Pac-Man 57.7. Theo going 58.3. Oh, careful in the rhythm, guys. All right, folks. Let's see, Mason, you're done. Paxton, you're done. Scott, you're done. Theo, you're done. It looks like Craig's done. All right, that'll be a race, guys. So it is going to be Scott Yao taking that round, 53-3. Got Craig 54-4. Pac-Man 57-7. Theo 58-3. And we also got Mason 128.4. Okay, we're moving on to intermediate. This is going to be Ryan, Austin, Tim, Brian, King, Ken, Griffin, Jimmy, and Dave.
Griffin Lowenthal. Ken Lowe. Ryan R. Randall. Tim Elbert.
Yeah, both of you in that corner, okay? Go with your brother.
1 minute to the start of the race. King Arroyo.
I need a little help on the left, guys. I may need some turn marshals out here.
Chef Dave.
Y'all
Jimmy
my
Blackwell.
sportsman drivers.
Brian Cassidy. 45
I'm going to need my
seconds to the start
sportsman
of the
drivers
race.
out here.
Austin Church.
Thank you.
30 seconds to the
I
start
need a little
of the
help
race.
at the wall ride, guys. All right, I am looking for Scott, Craig, Paxton, Theo, George.
Paxton's in the corner.
Less than 5.
All right, we got everybody checked in. Got our marshals on track. All right, we are going racing here. Loop is live. Careful in the rhythm section. That is clear. All right, we got everybody off to a start here. Church going 16-5. Got Elbert 17-0. Crider going 17-4. Randall going 18-1. King going 18-8. Kim goes 18-1. Careful on the back straight. That is clearing up. 45 seconds in, 3:15 to go. All right, folks, we got Tim Elbert on top of the leaderboard right now. Yeah, where you at? Where you at? Somebody help on the right. I thought I had two marshals over there. Guys, try to help each other out. Like if somebody in your area is marshaling another car, help a brother out. Got a minute 45 in, 2:15 to go. Right now it's Elbert 52-4. Got Kim 53-8. Jimmy going 53-9. Brian 54-6. Austin 55-1. King 101. Dave 102. Griffin 105. Got 2 minutes to go, drivers. If you mess up, just hold tight. Give yourself some free space ahead and make your 3-lap run. Not like normal qualifying, guys. Austin Church that time by going 16-0. That's 3 16s in a row, putting Austin on top of the leaderboard. And he improves once again, 2 16-0s in a row. Got a minute 25 remaining. Oh, Church with the leapfrog. Jesus, Church looking like a veteran out here. 3 16-0s in a row for Austin Church. That brings his time down to 48.1. And 3 16-0s in a row. That's right, folks, in a row. 3 minutes down, 1 minute remains. Church 48.1, Elbert 50.9, Randall going 51 flat, Lowenthal 51.9, Kreider 52.7, got Kim 53.8, Jimmy 53.9. Careful, rhythm section, back straight. All right, that's clearing up. "35 seconds remain. 25 seconds left. "15 seconds to go. All right, now let's see. Yeah, Elbury going 16-7 there. I'm not sure he's going to have enough time. We're getting near the end here, folks. Church is done. Randall's done. All right, we'll call it a race, guys. Calling it a race. So it's going to be Church taking that one 48.1, Albert at 50.9, Randall 51 flat, Griffin at 51.9, Dave going 52.7, Kim 53.8, Jimmy 53.9, Brian 54.6, King 101.
Grasshopper. Rice Cakes. AJ Cardinale. Kevin Allen. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, this is our first of 2 heats of Expert Buggy tonight.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's get our drivers from the last group all on track. Making their way out here.
30
Thank you,
seconds
guys.
to the start of the race. Steve Lund.
All right, folks. We are about ready to go racing here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, got Jimmy going to the corner. All right, when you cross, your time will begin. Careful in the middle, speed bump. So BG starts off 15-9, 16-0. "45 seconds in the books. Well, BG gonna open this one up. 2:15.9, 16-0. That will be a 47.9 for Flying Brian Gross. Getting 2 wheels up on that dot. That's the fast way. A whip at that last double. 15.5 for BG. Brings his time down to a 47.5. See if we can improve on that. Do a couple more 15-second passes. That time by 16-1 for BG. So his fastest three here, 16-0s, 15-9, 15-5. Got Kevin Allen right now in the 2 spot, 49.3. Steve going 51 flat, Art 56.4. David currently at a 1 minute. There we go, Dave going 16-8. Kevin going 16-0. Art going 16-4 this time by. BG at 15-7 at the stripe. Follows it up with a 16-3. Kevin 16-5 and a 16-0. Last 2 laps. Follows that up with a 17-3. So Brian 47.4, Kevin 49 flat, Art 50.2, Steve 51 flat. Got a minute 45 left in this one, drivers. 16-1 for Bixler that time by. Just needs 2 more. 1:30 remains, drivers. All right, 1 more lap, Dave. 1 more lap. Steve going 16.5 that time. BG 15.8. .110 to go. And there it is. Bixler improving 48.8. That moves him up to the 2 spot. He could still improve. Last time by 16.3. Pushing it a little hard on this lap. 16.7 though. Solid lap. Not quite fast enough to improve, however. Got 40 seconds to go, drivers. BG now at a 47.4. Got Bixler in the 2 spot, 48.8. Kevin 49 flat. Steve 50.1. Art 50.2. 25 seconds remain. $15 seconds, drivers. All right, BG, you are done. Cardinale, you are done. Allen, you're done. Leong, you're done. And that will be your race, drivers. All right, so your order here after heat number 1, BG going 47.4. Got Bixler 48.8. Allen a 49 flat. Leong a 50.1. And Cardinale 50.2. All right, moving on to race 7. This one's going to be Bryant, Jeff Kalis, Jovi, Martin, Rohan.
Martin White. Jovi Levin. Bruh. Too Soon Jr. Gunther.
Rohan, do you have a transponder? Is it plugged in?
1 minute to the start of the race.
If it's plugged in, maybe reverse it. All right, turn marshals for this one. Brian, David, Kevin, Steve, and Art. I need you
45
guys
seconds
out here,
to
please.
the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5. Rohan Bunsal.
All right, folks. Everybody ready to go? Let Rohan go for one more if he wants. All right, we're going racing. All right, Mirafuente starts us off at 15.5. Got 11 going 15.4. White 16.0. Kayla 16.0. Miranda 16.5. 30 seconds in, drivers. All right, 40 seconds down. Got Jovi opening us up here, 15.4, 15.5. We got Kayla 16.0, 15.5. Martin going 16.0, 15.8. Got Bryant a pair of 15s with a 17 in between. Right now it's Jovi Levin charging to the top spot on the leaderboard. 3 15s in a row. 110 down, 250 to go. So Jovi Levin seat time of 46.9. Kalis in the 3 spot currently at a 47.4. Bryant in the 4, 47.8. Martin in the top 5, 47.9. Got Rohan 16.5 that time around. Wow, Jovi a 15.3. Way to be. Backs it up with a 15.2. Guess who? All right, 2:10 remaining in this one. All right, Jovi Levin, 46.1. Bryant Mirafuente now 46.1 as well. So we got Levin 15.3, 15.2, 15.5. Mirafuente 15.1. Oh, actually 15.3, 15.3, 15.4. Mirafuente holding fastest single lap out of 15.1. All right, minute 40 to go, drivers. All right, we got Bryant 46.122. Just ahead 11 out of 46.129. Got Low 47.0, Gross 47.4, White 47.9. Miranda currently in the 8th spot, 49.7. And Rohan currently in the basement, but that's on by Rohan going 16.3. All right, drivers, 1 minute to go. Time by 11 goes to 15.3. White, that's 16.0. Kayla's going 15.7. Rohan needs one more good lap here. Yeah, Rohan moving up to the 7th spot now, 48.8. Martin White goes 15.8 that pass. Careful up front, on the left, right. All clear. 30 seconds to go, drivers. This is race number 7. Got 21.5 up next. Wow, 15.1 once again from Mirafuente. Oh, wow. Mirafuente going 15.3, 15.1, 15.2. That results in a seat time of 45.7. Quite the tall order. 11 going 15.5 that time around. All right, Bryant, you are done. Martin, you are done. Jovi, you are done. Kalis, you are done. Jeffrey, you are done. All right, that's a race, guys. All right, Mirafuente takes round 1 going 45.7. Jovi goes 46.1. Kalis goes 46.9. Martin goes 5 spot overall, 47.6. Jeff currently 7, 48.8. Rohan also 48.8. All right, moving on to race number
Aaron Austin.
8. All right, 21.5 Buggy Sportsman plus Aaron Austin.
What does that mean?
Means you're not a sportsman.
Scott Yo.
Get the car out here. Come on.
And I think after tonight, Scott Yao might not be a sportsman anymore either.
Craig Oakley.
He's been looking pretty good lately.
Carter Garcia. 1 minute to the start of the race. 10 car 10. Jimmy Blackwell.
So yeah, it's pretty much sportsman 21.5 Buggy plus Aaron plus Scott.
45
Hey, if you guys
seconds
want to look
to the
at it
start
this
of
way,
the race.
starring Aaron Austin and Scott Yao. Starring. You guys are the featured attraction.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Austin Church, you gonna make it? All right, we're
15
going
seconds
racing,
to the
guys.
start of the race.
When you cross the line, your time will begin. All right, so Craig's first lap in 18.3. We got Scott going 18.1. Carter 17.2. Aaron Austin 16.8 follows it up with a 16.4. He's looking for more. 45 in, 3:15 to go. All right, drivers.
Tomorrow, bicycle, skateboard, long, while you're playing.
1:15 down, 2:45 to go. So our sportsman grouping, we got Carter Garcia going 52.3. 17.2, 17.2, 17.8. Scott Yao currently 52.7. That's also a trio of 17s. Ooh, Scott dropping some heat here though. 17.4 that time by. Got Craig in the 3 spot, 56.2. Jimmy in the 4, 56.7. Theo on a 108.9. Double in. Ah, there we go. Theo, 18.9. Doing just fine. 2 minutes down. 2 minutes to go. Right out, Carter Garcia, 52.3. Got Scott Yao, 52.7. Craig, 53.9. Jimmy, 56.7. Theo, 58.8. A minute 40 left, drivers. This is our final race of round 1. We'll get started with round 2 at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, round 2. All right, folks. So, fastest seat time on track. Aaron Austin, 49.9. Well, we got Carter leading the way in sportsman, 52.3. Well, last time by the stripe, Scott goes 17.5. Carter goes 17.5. Craig an 18.0. Jimmy Theo with resets. Aaron going 16.3. Oh, Scott Yao 17.3. He could be on to something here. 40 seconds remain, drivers. Okay, so Carter Garcia continuing to lead here. Sky going 18-0 that time by. Carter going 17-2 that time around. Speaking of guys who will no longer be sportsmen, I think we can include Carter in that conversation as well. I'd say Scott and Carter are both good candidates to be intermediate level drivers. All right, folks, time has expired. Craig, you are done. All right, one more car. That's a race, guys. Yes. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, man. Aaron Austin, I'll put you in race 6. All right, so round 2 starts 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. All right, folks, we are doing a tire raffle tonight. $1 ticket only takes 1 ticket to win. But of course, you don't want to just buy 1 ticket because you're probably not going to win.
Better deal's buying 5 for 5.
Yeah, it's better to buy 5. Speaking of buying, if you guys need anything, let us know. We can order it for you. We can save the shipping cost. But we have plenty of goodies in the shop here. I know we just restocked on some Nessies. Also got all sorts of good stuff for any RC project you may have in mind. So, yeah, if you guys need anything, please let us know. We're happy to help you out. All right, we'll get racing started. 5 minutes. I'll start calling you guys up in about 2 or 3 minutes. First race up is going to be 40 plus heat 1. Brian, Dave, Eric, Ryan, Steve, Griffin, Kim. Start calling you guys up in about 2 minutes.
Tickets now. Get your tickets now. Here we are. I'm in. Ben. And we got them just out. Haven't done it. I know, yeah. Here, come.
Tell your friends. Send them my way. Tell all your friends.
All right, folks, we're going to start getting race number 1 on the road. That'll be Brian, Dave, Eric, Ryan, Steve, Griffin, and Kim. Turn marshals will be my drivers from the previous race: Scott, Craig, Jimmy, Aaron, Carter, Theo, Austin.
Ryan R. Randall, Kin Lo, Eric Gonzalez, Chef Dave.
All right, let's get all my drivers from the 21.5 race on track turn marshaling, please.
Griffin Lowenthal.
Maybe a little help on the right side of the course. All right, my turn marshals should be Scott, Craig, Jimmy, Aaron, Carter, Theo, and Austin. I'm going to need you guys to come on out and marshal. We got Scott out here, we got Craig out here, we got Jimmy out here.
Steve Wood.
Where are the rest of my 21.5 drivers? All right, everybody's checked in, just waiting on turn marshals. Need a little help in the middle. Careful in the rhythm, guys. All right, I'm looking for Theo. I'm looking for Carter. I'm looking for Austin. Looking for Theo, Carter, and Austin.
Winning.
I need you guys to turn marshal. Oh, car down. Oh, lost the wheel. Okay. All right. Well, the beauty of it is Your 4 minutes don't start until you cross the line. So, we'll get this one started. Randall will jump in. All right, this is round number 2 on the road. All right, so BG opens up with a 15-8. All right, EG 16-7, Steve 16-9, Griffin 17-0, Dave 17-7, Kim Griffin 19, Ryan just getting started. 40 seconds down, drivers. All right, so Steve that time around going 16-6. Got Eric Gonzalez also a 16-6. BG going 15-6. Brian is flying. 110 down, 2:52 go. All right, so BG opening things up here at 15-6, 16-1, the last 2 laps. Cross line here, 16-0, so that moves BG up to the 2 spot. Right now, BG seed time, a 47.8, 1/10 off of Marty. So BG only 1/10 off of TQ, but he resets on this lap. Eric Gonzalez goes 16-5 this time around. Kent going 17-7, Ryan 17-8. Some PRs being set here. 150 down, 2:10 to go. Dave Kreider 17-2, that's his fastest lap. God, just under 2 minutes left in this one. BG moving up to the 2 spot. Got Steve Leung moving up to the 5 spot. 49.5 over his fastest 3. Last time around, we got Griffin going 16-7. Ryan going 17-1. Let's see some more improvements here. EG going 16-5. A minute 30 left, drivers, 90 seconds to go. Oh, careful at the speed bump, speed bump. Careful at the speed bump, careful up front, guys. And the chicane up front. $110 to go. All right, drivers, 1 minute to go. EG that time by 16-2. We're down to 35 seconds in this one. Steve going 16-9, BG 15-8. All right, so your improvers here. We got BG going 47-8, putting him in the 2 spot overall. Got EG in the 5 spot, 49.5. Steve moving up to the 6 spot, also 49.5. Coming down to the closing moments of this one, drivers. If your previous 2 laps were good, keep going. If not, pull aside. All right, EG, Gross, and Kreider, you guys are done. All right, Griffin done. Calling it a race, guys. So, wow, BG actually taking it over TQ on the final lap. 47.720, edging out Martin White at a 47.769. EG moving to the 5 spot, 49.4. Steve Leung, 49.5 in the 6 spot. Griffin, 50 spot in the 8. Dave, 51.1. Ryan, 51.1. And Kim, 53.5.
Martin White. Aaron Austin, Tim Elbert, Kevin Allen, Grasshopper, AJ Cardinale. 1 minute to the start of the race. George Laxon. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
I didn't touch you, Tim. I know. You made me nervous.
All right, looking for all of our turn
15 seconds to
marshals.
the
All my
start of the
drivers
race.
from the last race: Brian, Eric, Steve, Griffin, Dave, Ryan, and Kim. I was just kidding about Dave. I do not want Dave to turn marshal.
Less than 5.
Let's see, EG. Hey, actually, guys, do I have 2 over here on this side? Are there 2 or 1? 2? Okay, we're good. All right, folks, we're going to get this party started here. All right, this is 40 plus heat number 2. Bar's been set by Brian Gross, 47.720. All right, 25 seconds in, 3:35 to go. Kevin Allen starts off with a 16.4. 17.1 for Albert. Everybody else, what we would call a lap 1 reset. All right, Kevin Allen starting this one off 16.4, 16.5, 16.3. That improves his seat time of 49.3, moving him into the top 5. And now that is the only improvement in this qualifier so far. So we got a minute 30 down, 2:30 to go. Martin White that time by 15.9. Elbert with a reset. Cardinale 16.9. Aaron Austin with a reset. Minute 45 down, 2:15 to go. And now Kevin Allen, the only one advancing his spot in this race. Careful on the left side, guys. Careful on the left. That's starting to clear up. A minute 55 remains, drivers. That time around, Elbert and Cardinale going 16.6. Cardinale follows it up a 16.8. That does not improve from round number 1. Minute 40 to go, drivers. Only car on the move, Kevin Allen, 16.3 that time by. He is driving the highlighter yellow. Looks like previously Kevin Allen might have been on the 50% deal with Team Highlighter. Now he is full factory. Minute 10 to go, drivers. Kevin, last 2 laps, a 16.3 and a 16.5. This time around, a 16.2, so Kevin Allen improves his time once again before... All right, so Kevin's time improving to a 49 flat. That puts him in the 5 spot overall. Martin White that time by going 15-8. Tim Elbert now improving. Tim moving into the 9 spot overall at a 50.2. Got 35 seconds left, drivers. $25 seconds left. Kevin Allen, 16-0 that last lap. He's trying to improve again. He might sneak another 3-lap stint in here. 16-4 that time by, so let's see what Kevin can do on this final lap. Potentially final lap. Keep going. Art, you are done, and that will be the final lap for Kevin. He does improve to a 48.9, which will put him 5 overall. And Art Cardinale improving on that final stint, 49.8. That moves him into the 8th spot. All right, folks, that'll be a race. Top 8 and 40 plus here. Brian Gross, Martin White, Aaron Austin, David Bixler, Kevin Allen, Eric Gonzalez, Steve Leung, and Art Cardinale. So it'll be Griffin, Tim, Dave, Ryan, Kim, and George fighting in the B-main for those final 2 A-main spots. We're moving on to race number 3, Stadium Truck. We're down to 3 trucks. Yes, and that is the way it works. If we sell more tickets, well, we'll offer more
Rice
tires.
Cakes.
So if you buy more tickets,
Eric
you do,
Gonzalez.
in more than 1 sense, have more chances to win.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Nothing like a good old tire raffle, guys.
45 seconds
All right,
to the start
got
of the
turn
race.
marshals out here. Let's see, Elbert, if you can marshal the next race instead.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, a little switcheroo there. Thank you for the teamwork.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, folks, we are going racing. Oh, it's Carter Garcia starring as Austin Church. Ah, and it's done already. Oh, man. You're going to have to cancel Stadium Truck. Yeah, for safety's sake, Kevin, I would probably go somewhere else. Be very careful at the tabletop, guys. So, BG opening up a 16.6, but lap 2 not so great. So, BG's seat time in round 1, a 48.5. His only competition here, quite literally, Eric Gonzalez. All right, we got 250 to go here. BG 16.8, EG 17.5. All right, minute 25 in, 2:35 left in this one. Brian, that time around, 16.1, EG 17.0. Way to go. 2:20 left in this one. Brian crosses over the line, another 16.1. A little squirrely there. EG 217 O's in a row. BG 216 ones in a row. All right, 155 left in this one. EG that time by 16-8. For both BG and EG. Careful on the back straightaway. About a minute 30 to go, drivers. .120 remaining, drivers. These guys have found each other on track. All right, 55 seconds remain. .45 seconds to go. EG last time by 16-6. BG takes a little tumble. 35 seconds left. All right, 10 seconds left here. This is race number 3 coming to a close. Our next race up is 17.5 Sportsman Buggy. All right, you guys are done. That'll be a race. Going to the main events, BG and EG. Miranda, are you going to make the main? Yes. Okay, cool. I hate it when a piece falls out. All right, let's get our stadium truck guys out here to Marshall, please. Miranda, are you going to make the main? Darn. Thank you.
Craig Oakland. 1 minute to the start of the race. 10 car 10.
I'll be there to set up the driver's pack.
45 seconds to the start of the race. George Laxon. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Pac-Man. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I
Racing
got
Cassidy.
EGBG. Got Austin down here helping out. All right, well, how about Carter? Can I get Carter to help? Carter or Austin, one of you guys? Cool. All right, folks, we are going racing. Oh, right here. We always need 2 on this side. It gets kind of hectic here. I'd say the right side of this track is where most of the crashing happens. As I say that. 25 seconds in. So we got Craig going 18-1, 18-3. Got George lap 2 at 18-7. Theo's starting us off, 27-5. He backs it up with a 19-8. 55 seconds in. Craig goes 17-6. I think Scott might be taking this round off. All right, a minute 10 in. All right, so looks like George Laxton and Craig Oku already improving their seat times. Craig a 53.6, George a 55.8. And Craig Oku has just taken TQ of this one. Got Craig going 17-6, 17-6, and 17-3. That results in a 52.6 for a seed time. All right, 2 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. All right, Craig, your top dog here in 17.5 Sportsman so far. All right, a minute 45 remains. So your running order so far, Craig, Scott, George, Paxton, and Theo. A minute 35 remains. All right, we got minute 20 left in this one. All right, a minute 10 remains. Careful up front, guys. All right, 55 seconds remain. Craig, Scott, George, Paxton, Theo, your full running order here in Sportsman 17.5 Buggy. 40 seconds left. And Craig going 16-7 that time by the stripe. His previous fast lap, 17-3, so getting the hero lap. 20 seconds remain. All right, drivers, getting close to the end here. Craig going another 17-3. All right, folks, finish the lap you're on. All right, guys, that'll be a race. So, Craig Oku going to line up number one in 17.5 Sportsman, 52.6. Scott going 53.3. Georgia 55.6. Theo 55.9. And Pac-Man 57.7. All right, race number 5, intermediate buggy. Might need a little help marshaling this one, guys.
Ryan R. Randall.
All right, main event order might be a
Griffin
little
Lowenthal.
different. We're going to have a big intermediate man, so I'm going to have to try choose accordingly when we get
Tim Elbert.
to the race order.
Austin Church.
I'm trying to make sure you guys have enough marshals for the main event.
Chef Dave.
So stay posted, guys. Race order might be a
1
bit
minute
different
to
in
the
the
start
mains.
of the race.
Kind of nice not having any back-to-backs, but gotta have enough marshals.
King Arroyo. Kin Lowe. Jimmy Blackwell.
Speaking of which, I am going to
45
need
seconds to the start
Craig,
of the race.
George, Theo, Scott, Paxton out here, or representatives on behalf.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Can't stand there.
Hey, you can help him there. It helps to have two on this side.
15 seconds to the start
'Cause,
of the
there's
race.
the majority of the crashing happens on the right side of the track. Maybe we get George in the middle.
Less than 5.
Careful in the rhythm, guys. Careful in the rhythm.
Brian Cassidy.
All right, everybody's checked in. Got marshals out here. All right, folks. Well, got one down the rhythm, but we're about ready to get this one on the road. Careful on the left, guys. Careful on the left. All clear. All right, Albert in 18-1 to open things up. "30 seconds in. Careful in the rhythm, guys. All clear, all clear. 17-5 intermediate, round number 2. Albert goes 16-8 that time by Lowenthal 17-4. All right, 45 seconds in. Right now, Tim Albert out front of this qualifier, that is. Austin Church still your overall TQ. So to beat Church, it's going to take a 48.1. I believe that was 3 low 16s consecutively. All right, folks, 150 down, 210 to go. Only improvement from round 1 so far is going to be King Arroyo. He did not improve his grid spot, but did improve his time. There we go. Jimmy Blackwell now moving up to the 6th spot, 53.6. 145 remaining, drivers. Work together. Give each other some room. Remember, you just need 3 consecutive good laps. Not like a normal qualifier where you're racing the whole time. All right, folks, a minute 20 left in this one. Oh, Jimmy going 17-1 that time by. Dave going 17-0. King with the 17-7. Griffin goes 16-8. Tim a 16-6. Austin a 16-5. That's like everybody's coming alive here with a minute to go. Forty seconds left. Still going to be Austin out front. We got Tim in the 2, followed by Ryan, Griffin, Jimmy, Dave, Brian, King, and Ken. So Arroyo moving up to the 8th spot, 53.8. 20 seconds remain, drivers. Cassidy going 17.2 that time around. Previous lap 17.5, so Brian just needs one more good lap. Actually, Cassidy getting it there, so 52.5 for Brian, moving him into the top 5. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. Elbert, you're done. Church, you're done. Randall, you're done. Kreider, you're done. King, you're done. All right, guys. That'll be a race. That'll be a race. So, order going into the main events. Going to be Austin, Tim, Ryan, Griffin, Brian, Jimmy, Dave, King, and Ken.
Yeah, but I want to. Oh, where do you want to go? Can I squeeze that? Thank you. I keep forgetting who's in what race. It's all cool. Make sure it's okay. I usually prefer the middle, but.
All right, Expert Heat 1. This one's going to be Gross, Allen,
Allen.
Cardinale, Leon, Bixler, and Austin.
AJ Cardinale, Rice Cakes, Aaron Austin, Steve Luke. 1 minute to the start of the race. Grasshopper.
All right, folks. Looking for my turn marshals, drivers from the previous race.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, it's probably one of the longer tumbles I've seen.
.30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, that speed bump is definitely one of those spots where in 3-lap qualifying, you can push it. Once the main events come around, maybe not push
15
it so
seconds
hard.
to the start of the race.
All right, we got our marshals out here. Do I have 2 over here? Is there 2 over here?
Less than 5.
All right, folks, we are going racing. All right, everybody's on the clock. BG starts us off with 16.3. Careful, back straight, back straight, back straight. That did not sound good. "35 seconds in. So, let's see. Aaron Austin starting us off at 16.4, but backing it up with a 24.9. 55 seconds in. So Kevin Allen to the top of the leaderboard for this race. So looks like got an improvement from Leon going 49.5. Still in the 10th spot, however. Got Kevin this last lap 16.2. Aaron Austin goes 16.3, so Aaron just needs one more good lap here. Minute 30 down, 2:30 left. Kevin going 15.9, Aaron a 16.2. So Aaron Austin right now in the 10th spot overall. Let's see if he can improve a little bit more here. He does going 16.0. That moves him up to the 7. Got Kevin moving up to the 6th spot. Kevin going 16-3, 16-2, 16-0. All right, a minute 50 to go, drivers. Right now, it's Bryant, Jovi, Kalis, your top 3 spots. Gross in the 4th spot overall. Martin in the 5, and we got Aaron Austin in the 6, Kevin Allen 7, Bixler 8, Miranda 9, Bonsall 10, Leung 11, and Cardinale 12. Aaron Austin that time around 15-9. Got a minute 20 remaining, drivers. Got a minute 10 left. So let's see, Kevin going 16-2 last pass. Aaron with a reset, David a reset. Cardinale hitting the reset button. 55 seconds to go. All right, pretty much everyone with a reset that time around. 45 seconds on the clock. Kevin goes 16-1, Steve 16-8, Aaron 16-4, Art 16-1, David 16-1. Bixler backs it up at 16-5. A little trouble for Steve there, being of that run. Cardinale 16-1 last time by, but looks like Cardinale calling it a race. Kevin going 16-1 this time by. Aaron a 16-2. Steve 16-5. Time has expired. All right, that'll be a race, guys. That'll be a race. Oh, Kevin 15-9 on that final lap. So your improvers in this one, Aaron Austin moving into the 6th spot, 48.2. Kevin Allen going 7, 48.5. Moving into race number 7 here. Expert Heat 2. This one will be Jovi, Martin, Kalis, Jeff Bryant, and Rohan.
Martin White. Bruh. Jovi Levitt. Rohan Bunsal. One minute to the start of the race. Too soon, Junior. Gunther.
Watch the left side, say hi.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Careful in the rhythm, guys.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
We got marshals out here. Unfortunately, Miranda not gonna make this one.
Less than 5.
Well, I suppose we are going racing. Who's marshaling up front? Okay. And do I have 2 on the right? Is the right side covered? Let's see, I got Art. Maybe if I can get you on this side instead. Nobody crashes over there. Gotta get you where the action's at. All right, folks, we are going racing. All right, this is race number 7 of the second round of qualifying. Oh, we might get the main start at 9 tonight. Not saying that's a good thing, but it's a thing. You know what? Maybe we'll do NorCal Nationals next week. 30 seconds in, drivers. I mean, we've been doing seeding for the past 5 weeks. You know, maybe we do a Nationals next week. Makes sense, right? I think they're ready. So Kalis Lowe starting off a 15.5 and a 15.3, following up with another 15.5. Solid 3-lap stint for Kalis Lowe here. And that improves his time though, 46.164. Jovi Levin going 15.1 this lap. Oh, Jovi just needs, Jovi hits the dot. 1:15 down, 2:45 left. So Brian goes 15.2 that pass. Jovi for reset. Kalis up at 15.7, which is basically a reset for Kalis. Martin White going 16.1, Rohan 16.4. All right, $1:45 in, 2:15 to go. So Jovi that time by 15.4, now 15.2. Careful in the rhythm, guys, go outside. All right, that's clearing up. Oh, rhythm, go outside, go outside, go outside. 1:55 remains. Wow, Jovi getting a 15.1, working his way through traffic there. 1:45 remains, drivers. Nothing's stopping Levin here. So, careful back straight. Go inside. All clear. A minute 30 to go. So Bryant's still leading this one by about 0.2 over the course of 3 fast laps. Well, that's on by 11 to 15.7, which is basically a reset for these guys at this point. Mir Fuente goes 15.2. Kalis at 15.6. A minute 5 remains, drivers. Mir Fuente 15.1, Levin 15.3. $15.4 for Levin that time by. Mir Fuente stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. 40 seconds to go. All right, 30 seconds to go. All right, guys, getting down to the end. All right, that will be a race, guys. So Bryant Mir Fuente holding on to TQ at a 45.7. So our top 8 going into the main event of 17.5 Expert will be Bryant, Jovi, Kalis, Brian, Martin, Aaron, Kevin, and David Bixler. The remaining 4 drivers will be fighting in the B-main for that final 2 spots. All right, moving on to 21.5 Buggy. Man, I hate it when that happens. That's why I don't do that. It's gonna be the sequel to Dude, Where's My Car? Dude, Get My
Scott
Car.
Hill.
There we go. There we go.
Craig Oku. Jimmy Blackwell. 1 minute
All
to
right.
the start of the race.
This is 21.5 Sportsman Buggy.
Carter Garcia.
I'm thinking a couple of these guys might not be so sportsman after this series.
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I may need a few more marshals, guys. I got Rohan, I got Jovi, I got Bryant. I got somebody down here. I know there's somebody
15
here.
seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, it's King. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, we call that the White Miranda interchange.
Less than 5.
It's for Marty and Jeff Marshall. All right, folks. Well, let's get this party started. Okay, everybody off to a start now. This is officially 21.5 Sportsman. All right, Carter Garcia, 17-1. Scott, 17-7. Austin, 18-0. Craig, 17-6. Okay, we got 45 seconds in, 3:15 to go. Scott Yao, lap 2 is 17-4. Let's take some low 17s to unseat Carter Garcia, and there we go. Scott Yao going the right way. 17-2, just needs one more good lap. Theo, don't go the wrong way, please. Just turn around and wait. Ah, man, Yao needed one more lap there, and it did not happen. Well, we still got 2:30 to go. Carter Garcia last time by 17-2. His fastest lap is 17-1. It's going to take low 17s to get it done here. 145 in, 2:15 left. And Austin Church goes 16-9 that time by. A few more of those, and he'll find himself on top of the leaderboard. Two minutes left, drivers. All right, Church with a reset there. He has the pace, though. 16s can TQ this class. Careful in the rhythm section, guys. Go outside. Wow, what a save. All right, Yao going 17-1 this time by. Scott's going the right way. Careful. Go wide. Go a little wide. $110 to go. Well, Church with a reset here. You got to start thinking about these final 3 laps here. 17-2 for Church. That moves him into 3 overall. Needs a couple more solid laps here. 50 seconds to go, drivers. Ah, Church with a bobble. All right, there might be time. There might be time. 40 seconds to go, drivers. Scott Yao going 17-1 last pass. Need a couple more of those, Scott. Turn one. Careful in turn one, guys. That'll likely be an end of Church's run here. Yeah, right? Yeah. Wow, Scott Yao taking over TQ. 17-1, a 17-5, and a 17-4. Proves his time to a 52.1. Scott, you are done. Jimmy, you are done. All right, that'll be a race, guys. Lineup going into the main event will be Scott, Carter, Austin, Jimmy, Craig, and Theo.
Last catch for a raffle. We're giving away 2 sets. Two. Where are you at? Front or rear, your choice, unmounted. Pit scale. Bucket ticket. I know we're giving away 2 sets tonight. 2 sets. Look at that, it's better. Yeah, we're gonna draw here. Not using the 3 lap. Hey, I'm in last too, don't feel bad. There it is, the Kev Dawson. 2 sets, we're doing like 2 sets tonight. Odds are good.
Chef Dave.
Hopefully within 10 minutes.
Had you. I had you, but I didn't.
All right, folks. So, our main event schedule. Got Stadium Truck up first. And we got our two B mains, 40 plus and Expert, 2 and 3. Then we're going into Sportsman, followed by Intermediate, then Expert, then 21.5, then 40 plus. Probably need a little bit of help marshaling a few of the first races here. Might need a little help on race 2, a little help on race 5 as well. Maybe even 4. Yeah, I'll probably need help on 4.
1
All
minute
right,
to the
guys,
start
we'll
of the
get
race.
racing started. Let's say 9:05 with Stadium Truck. That'll be Brian, Eric, and Austin.
Rohan Bunsal.
You know what, guys? We're going to go 9:15 for the start. 9:15. Give you guys a little more time.
16-3.
I don't know. If you guys are really itching to race, I can start earlier.
16-5.
You guys want the time? I can give it to you. It's one of those nights.
16-8. Chef Dave.
Eric
23 Gonzalez. 20.4. Fifteen 9. 15 8. 17 5. 16 5. 16 6. 17 9. 16 6. 16 4. 17 7. 16 flat. 16 4. 17-4,
I had you. Not in the hole.
15-9,
Now my car.
17-2,
I'll help you in your B-man, Ron. Huh? Are you in the B-man or B, of course. I'm passing the play.
17-6, 48.3, 31.9, 16-4, 16-3,
Nice job, Eric.
18-6, 18-4, 41.9, 18 flat,
It's called skill. Huh?
40.7, 26.6, 18-3, 111 flat, 30.7, 18 flat, 16-2, 16-1, 17 flat, 16-7, 16-8, 17 flat, 16-3, 16-1, 17-3, 16-5, 16-2, 15-2, 17-3, 17-9, 17-7, 16-3, 16-4, 16-3, Steve Lund, 22 flat.
This is like some easy 725 motor.
109.6. 17.3. 54.9.
Sorry.
Tim Elbert. 16.6. 17.7. 18.4. 16.8. 16.4. 16.3. 16.5. 18.7. 16.1. 37.9. Griffin Lowenthal. 16.6. 17.8. 16.1. 16.8. 17.5.
You getting out?
17.2. 17.4. 44.2. 43.7.
After the rhythm. After the rhythm. Oh, you see it? Bro, this is like the third time. It's on purpose. Thank you.
43.7. 26.6. 27.2. 16.9. 16.4. 16.3. 107.9.
Okay, I'm gonna get off already. My bag is flat.
17.3. 20 flat. 17.6. 16.5. 16.9. 16.6. 16.2. 17.4. 16.4. 16.5. 17.5. 16.6.
I gotta learn how to like. The hinge pin probably.
16.6. 16.7.
Is this the stop? Yeah. The pen is still there, right? Can you check for the spacer? It's still there. The spacer too?
$28.6. 28.6.
16.5.
16-7, 16-9.
Why doesn't that car sound new? Oh, shit, that's how I broke my 7 on it.
17-2.
Thank you. My car sounds weird. Sounds like I'm dead. It's not like kind of helicopter-y when it's cornering.
19-8. 39.8.
Whoa! Sorry, I'm taking asshole lines on purpose. Okay, thank you.
17-6. 19-9.
That's the point, right? Even if you're slower.
16-4. 19-2.
Thank you for forcing me to run some tight lines.
16-2.
All right, folks, it's about that time. We're going to start calling up our first main event of the night. That'll be Stadium Truck. All right, so Stadium Truck tonight, BG, EG, and maybe AC. All right, guys, so this is a two-truck race, honestly. Austin's out. I think Jeff's out. So, BG and EG. Brian Gross, Eric Gonzalez. Do you guys want to do a two-truck race, or?
Unless BG wants to give me the win. What happened? Just us two? Yeah, do you want to race? Is it a race? Okay. I mean, I got the team. I'll get my other truck ready.
We could defer to qualifying for the final results, but
It's kind of weird. There's only 2?
yeah, just two drivers.
I'll leave it up to you, dude. I mean, it's fine, whatever. It's kind of...
Yeah, I think we're going to refer to qualifying results for this one, guys. Let's get the next race up, our 40 plus B main event. Give you guys a minute. All right, so we're going to go into our race number 2. That's the 40 plus B main event. We lost some trucks tonight. We lost some good trucks. So, we're going to call up Griffin, Tim, Dave, Ryan, Kim, George. If you guys need a moment, I understand. EGRE canceled him out. I already called them. Sorry.
What if you run it at the end and just have?
Yeah, sure. That works.
You guys could run like 20 minutes at the end.
But now, well, cool. I have a full complement of turn marshals for race number 2. All right, Griffin, Tim, Dave, Ryan, Kim, George. Top 2 in this one move on to the 40 plus A main event.
Ryan R. Randall. George Laxon. Tim Elbert.
All right, if I can get my A main drivers from 40 plus out here to turn marshal, please.
1 minute to the start of the race. Chef
Don't
Dave.
listen to that guy. If you need another minute, it's cool. All right, I got most of my drivers out here.
Rhythm, watch rhythm.
Careful in the rhythm, guys. Right in the middle. Careful in the middle.
Griffin Lowenthal.
All right, if I can get my A main drivers all out here to turn marshal, please. This gives you an opportunity to scout the competition. Get to see firsthand who you get to race with later on tonight. All right, waiting on one more car.
Damn it, Randall.
Oh, you guys thought you were in a safe spot. All right, we got everybody checked in.
Kin Low.
So it's going to be Griffin 1, Tim 2, Dave 3, Ryan 4, Kim 5, and George 6. All right, marshals are present. Drivers ready. We are going racing in less than 5. Here we go. Got Lowenthal leading them off. Albert holding down the 2. Just ahead of Kreider, Randall, Lowe, and Loxton. 15 seconds in the books. These guys make their way around to complete the opening circuit. Tim Albert to the top spot, followed by Griff, Dave, Ryan, Ken, and George. 25 seconds in. Oh, Tim with the bobble. That is going to put Griff back out front. Mid-pack, there's some melee going on. Oh, a little trouble for Griffin. Got 40 seconds in. Lowenthal and Albert out front. Albert with the unintentional wall ride. That's Tim living on the edge. 50 seconds in. Griffin 1.5 ahead of Tim. Tim 0.8 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.5 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1 second ahead of George. And George about 4 up on Ken. We're just past 1 minute down, drivers. Lowenthal driving the black and green, 16.5 that time by the line. Elbury going 16.9. Kreider 17.1. 1:15 in, 3:45 left. Race leader, black and green. Second place, driving the black, orange, blue, and white. Third place car, orange and white. Fourth place right there with them. We got Elber going 16.5 last time by Kreider, 16.9. Randall 17.3. We got a minute 40 down, 3:20 left. All right, Lowenthal currently 1.8 ahead of Elbert. Elbert 1.3 ahead of Kreider. Kreider about 3 seconds up on Ryan. Ryan 2 seconds ahead of George. George 5 up on Ken. Kreider dipping his toes into the 16s once again, 16.9. Oh, turn left and go. Turn left and go. Oh. Careful end of the straight, guys. .240 down, 2:20 left, drivers. Got Lowenthal out front. Actually, Kreider now out front. Orange and white car. I believe that's going to be your leader, and the screen should reflect that here. No Kreider now, 1.9 ahead of Randall. Randall 1.3 ahead of Lowenthal. You got 2 minutes left, drivers. Careful at the end of the rhythm, guys. Right now, battle's on. Dave, Ryan, Griffin, and Tim. These guys all going for it. Minute 40 remaining. Race leader is the white and orange. A minute 30 to go, drivers. So the pack going by Laxon here. A minute 20 remains. Kreider currently 2 seconds up. These guys making their way through the rhythm section. A little trouble for Griffin. Still got a minute 10 to go. This time by Kreider up by 1.8. Randall 1.9 ahead of Elbert. Elbert 0.5 ahead of Lowenthal. 1 minute left, drivers. Top four still in this one. 55 seconds left, drivers. This time by Kreider up by 2.7. Randall 0.9 ahead of Elbert, who is 0.7 ahead of Griffin. Kreider's starting to step away and separate himself from the pack here. 35 seconds left. This time by Kreider, 2.7 the gap. Randall 0.7 ahead of Elbert. Elbert 0.6 ahead of Lowenthal. 25 seconds to go. And trouble there for Randall at the final double. So Lowenthal on the tail here, 8 seconds left. I'm not sure if they'll get one more lap. 2 seconds. This could be it right here. And Randall gets it by 0.7 at the end. Good battle to the finish, however. All right, one more. Okay, Tim pulled off. That'll be a race, guys. So moving on to the A-main event is going to be Dave Kreider and Ryan Randall. All right, 17.5 B-Man. This one's going to be Jeff, Rohan, Steve, and Art. Got quality, not quantity in this one.
Too soon, Junior.
All right,
Rohan
folks.
Bunsell.
If I can
AJ
get my
Cardinale.
drivers from the last group out here, please. I'm going to need Ryan, Griffin, Tim, George, and Kim, the turn marshal, please. I'm going to need a little help in turn one. We got one car down, turn one.
1
Single
minute
car
to the
accident.
start of the race. Steve Luke. 45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Austin, where's King?
All right. Cool. Got the front covered.
15 seconds to the start
And let's
of the
see.
race.
Do I have marshals on the right side over here? Is there anybody over here? Okay. I have 2 guys now?
Less than 5.
Awesome. All right. We're going to line them up. It's going to be Jeff on the 1, Rohan on the 2, Steve on the 3, and Art on the 4. So top 2 in this one make it to the A main event. Bottom 2, thank you for coming out. Rohan, you are driving a red bulldozer. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. We're going racing. Less than 5. Oh. All right, so out front, we got Miranda and Bonsall. Miranda sends it on his lid all by himself. Rohan out front driving the red car, his signature color. All right, 30 seconds in, 4:30 to go. Rohan Bonsall lap 1, first full lap rather, 16.9. Steve going 16.8, Art going 16.9, Jeff 17.0. 50 seconds in right now, Rohan enjoying a 3-second lead. 16.3 that time by for Rohan. All right, another 16-second lap for your race leader. Gap is now up to 3.6. Got Jeff 1 second ahead of Steve, and Steve 3 ahead of Art. Got a minute 20 down, 3:40 to go. Miranda takes the tumble. Leon to the 2. They're side by side in the rhythm. Leon gets crossed up. All right, folks, 1:45 in, 3:15 to go. Miranda going 16.1 that time around. But the gap to Bonsall is about 5 seconds. You got 3 minutes to go here. Rohan doing what he needs to do. Nice, consistent laps. Well, Miranda, though, throwing down another 16.1. Well, Miranda is pushing it, whereas Bonsall is just kind of cruising at the moment. 16.4 for Rohan, 16.1 for Jeff. All right, 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. Got 16.5 for Steve last time by, 16.3 for Rohan this pass. 16.3 for Jeff, so gap is 4.2 between our top 2 drivers. Got 6.5 separating Jeff and Steve, 3.2 separating Steve and Art. Well, I got down to 2.1 now there between Steve and Art. 16.1 for Rohan last time by. That's his fastest lap. All right, 2 minutes to go, drivers. And Rohan, 17.1 that time around. So this time, Jeff gonna gain a bit of ground. Gap is at 3.3. Steve going 16.4 last pass. 16.3 for Bonsall. 16.1 for Miranda. Gap is 3 seconds even. Got a minute 35 to go. .130 remains, drivers. Bonsall 16.1 that time by. We got 1:20 to go, drivers. Bonsall up by 3.3. Miranda ahead of Leung by 9.9. Steve up on Art by 3.4. A minute 10 remains. Rohan at 16-2 that time around. 1 minute to go, drivers. (16-1) once again for your race leader. 16-2 for Miranda. 3.4 the gap. 45 seconds remain. Oh, Rohan takes the tumble. Jeff now to the one, but Rohan still in a transfer spot. Don't break the car. 35 seconds to go. Oh, I got it. Just keep going. Nothing to see here. Keep moving. 20 seconds to go, drivers. All right, 15 seconds. Gap between Miranda and Bonsall, 3.5. End time has expired. Miranda going 16-0. Bonsall gets caught the line. Oh, Rohan gonna make it to the A-main event. Meanwhile, Miranda on a victory lap here. He did. That'll be a race, guys. That'll be a race. Jeff and Rohan making it on to the A-main event. Stephen Art also having a good main event. But it's only going to be Jeff and Rohan moving on. Okay, our next race up, race number 4, our Sportsman Buggy A-main event. I might need a little help marshaling this one. Might need a couple volunteers. This one and the next one, really. Next 2 races need a little help. All right, Mason, Craig, Scott,
Quartet.
George, Theo, Paxton, your drivers in this one.
Scott Yo. Craig Oku. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Mason Cassidy. Pac-Man. 30 seconds to the start of the race. George Laxon.
All
15
right,
seconds to the
let's
start
get
of the race.
all cars to the grid. It's going to be Craig on the 1 spot, Scott on the 2, George on the 3, Theo 4,
Less than 5.
Pac-Man on the 5, and Mason on the 6. Yeah, it'd be great if we had some volunteer term marshals. Gonna need help for this one and the next one. I think we got no takers, unfortunately. Oh no, hey Brian, could you help us down here?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I'm only in my next.
All right, drivers. We're getting ready for the start of the 17.5 Sportsman Buggy A-main event. All right, grid is good. Drivers ready. We're going racing. Less than 5. Oh, Craig hits the dot. But he keeps it ahead. Scott on the tail. George right there as well. 15 seconds into this one. All right, Craig up by 0.8 of a second. A little battle here. Scott making the move, making it clean. We got 30 seconds down, 4:30 remaining. Top three breaking away. Got Craig 9/10 up on Scott. Scott 8/10 ahead of George. George 3.8 ahead of Theo. Theo 1.4 ahead of Pac-Man last time by. 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go. Craig Oku holding down the one spot. Yeah, 1.2 back. Oh, a little trouble for Craig there. That's going to allow Scott to close the gap. All right, work together, guys. Got the leaders coming through there. Oh, careful back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight. All right, a minute 25 in, 3:35 left. Now leaders making their way through that rhythm section now. Down the back straight they go, separated by just 0.3. Minute 35 in, 3:25 left. Careful in the rhythm section, guys. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. $150 down, 3:10 to go. Battle for the lead, making their way by Mason now. Well, Craig and Scott, the battle to watch right now. Those guys are about 6.5 ahead of George. George about 13 ahead of Paxton. Paxton 8/10 ahead of Theo. Last time by at the stripe. $220 down, $240 to go. Top two drivers making their way over the stripe. Right now, your running order going to be Craig, followed by Scott, George, Paxton, Theo, and Mason. Got 2:10 remaining. Trouble up front, guys. Careful landing the tabletop. You guys got your leaders coming up. The leaders coming up. That was a gutsy pass. 150 to go, drivers. Craig and Scott still under 1 second between those two drivers. A little trouble there for Craig, but Scott not close enough to capitalize. Careful in the rhythm, guys. Careful in the rhythm section. 1:35 remains. Craig and Scott half a second apart now. Oh, yeah, he's going to burn it up. Might want to unplug his battery. 1:10 to go, drivers. Craig and Scott still the battle to watch. These guys are making their way through that rhythm section again. Just over 1 minute to go. And trouble for Craig. That's the opening Scott needed. Scott was being very patient all race long. 45 seconds remain here. All right, now it's Scott, Craig, George, Theo, and Pac-Man. $30 left. All right, Scott that time by 17.7. Fast lap of this one. He's been holding back all race. Some might say he's, I don't mean to call anyone an SB, but some might say he was sandbagging. All right, folks. When you cross the line, you'll be done. George, the first one caught. All right, one more car, and that will be a race. First A-main in the books. That is going to be Scott taking the victory. Craig on the 2, and George in the 3rd spot. So 1, 2, and 3 to the podium. Scott, Craig, George. Progress order, Theo, Paxton, and Mason. All right, we got our 17-5 intermediate A main event coming up. I'm going to need a little bit of help on this one, so if there's anybody out there not doing anything, I need some help on this one.
Austin Church. Tim Elbert. Ryan R. Randall. 1 minute to the start of the race. Griffin Lowenthal. King Arroyo.
There's still only 3 laps to count.
Kin Lo. Chef Dave. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Jimmy Blackwell.
Help on the back straight. Yes, we need help on the back straight. And in the
30
rhythm.
seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I may need my drivers from the last group, maybe some volunteer help as well. I may need a couple of helpers out here, as well as my drivers from the last group. Got a big main here.
15 seconds
Full
to the
house
start of the
in
race.
intermediate tonight.
Less than 5.
All right, this is race number 5, our intermediate A main event. Careful in the rhythm section, guys. Be careful in the rhythm. Theo. Can I get you over here, please?
Brian Cassidy.
All right, let's line them up, folks. It's going to be Austin on the number 1, Tim on the 2, Ryan on the 3, Griffin on the 4, Brian on the 5, Jimmy 6, Dave 7, King 8, and Ken 9. All right, we got ourselves a grid. Drivers ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Rhythm, careful in the rhythm, guys. Oh, it is going to be Church out ahead. Lowenthal moving into the 2 spot. So right now, Austin Church 2.1 ahead of Griffin. Griffin 2.8 ahead of Dave Kreider. Kreider 0.6 up on Cassidy at the stripe. Got 50 seconds down. 4:10 remaining. So that green car already coming up on traffic. 2 green cars are your leaders. .105 down, 3:55 remaining. Church 2 seconds ahead of Lowenthal. Got Lowenthal 3.5 ahead of Kreider, who is 0.9 ahead of Cassidy. Ken Lowe rounds out the top 5, followed by Ryan, Jimmy, King, and Tim. Oh, we got 2 stuck in the middle. Careful on the straightaway, guys. Oh, back straight, right in the middle, back straight. Need some help. Careful on the back straight, guys. Careful on the back straight. Got a minute 40 down, 3:20 left. Right now, Austin Church about 6 seconds up on Griffin. Griffin now looks to be just a couple feet ahead of Cassidy. We have a melee here. Yeah, 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go. Oh, need a little help at the speed bump. Put him on the other side, please. 2:10 down, 2:50 to go. Right now it is Austin, followed by Brian, Griffin, Kim, Dave, your top five. Jimmy, Tim, Ryan, and King, the rest of the order. Let's see, race leader making his way over that speed bump. Second place gonna be Cassidy. He is making his way over the tabletop, about 9 seconds back of Church. Got Lowenthal in the 3 spot. He's about 5 seconds back of Cassidy. And we got Kim 2.5 seconds out of the podium. Got 2:20 remaining, drivers. Church almost 10 seconds up. Well, Church has always had the speed, and now he is starting to find the consistency here. Oh, lucky flip there for Austin Church. Help in the middle, help in the middle. Got a minute 50 to go, drivers. Church, Cassidy, Lowenthal, followed by Lowe, Crider, Elber, Blackwell, Arroyo, Randall. Church up by 10 seconds. Cassidy 4.5 ahead of Lowenthal. Guy Griffin 5 seconds ahead of Kin. Kin about 3 up on Dave. A minute 30 remains, drivers. Minute 20 to go, drivers. Minute 10 to go. Let's see. Church is making his way through the room section. Upside down on his lid, though. Cassidy on the other side of the track. Not close enough to capitalize. Got 1 minute to go, drivers. Cassidy having a great race here. "50 seconds to go, drivers." So Church up by about 10 seconds. So that blue and red car is your second place. If he comes up on you, give him a little space. Blue and red. 30 seconds to go, drivers. Church last time by 16-1. 20 seconds remain. Oh, Cassidy getting stuck. Where is Lowenthal? 15 seconds to go. Cassidy and Lowenthal drag race down the back straight. Oh, and Cassidy gets sent. But the race continues on. 5 seconds left. They're coming up on King here. Be careful. Good work, good work. They race to the line, and it is going to be Griffin by a couple of car lengths. All right, that will be a race, drivers. That'll be a race. Church takes home the victory here. Lowenthal in the 2, Cassidy in the 3, followed by Lowe, Crider, Elber, Arroyo, Blackwell, and Randall. All right, folks, moving on to race number 6. All right, this is your 17.5 expert A main event. Brian, Jovi, Kalis, Brian, Martin, Aaron, Kevin, David, Jeff, and Rohan.
Bruh.
All right, so we got Rohan pulling the D,
Jovi
Z
Lemon.
in the B main event.
Rice cakes.
Leading the whole thing and giving it to the second place
Kevin
guy because
Allen.
you really wanted to start last. Yeah, I've done that a few times.
1 minute to the start of the race. Gunther.
See, I don't want to win a B main. Second place is good enough. You still make it to the A. And here's
45
another pro
seconds to
tip.
the
If you
start of the
get that
race.
second bump spot
Grasshopper.
to the A main, give that guy
Rohan
who
Bunsell.
got the bump spot ahead of you a Red Bull.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're working on getting marshals to the track. Should have plenty of
Austin.
turn marshals.
Too soon.
Got
Junior.
everybody checked in now.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
The top three are at the podium. That's Church, Lowenthal, Cassidy. But if I can get the rest of my guys out here.
Less than 5.
All right, lineup for this one is going to be Mirafonte 1, Levin 2, Low 3, Gross 4, White 5, Austin 6, Allen 7, Bixler 8, Miranda 9, Bonsall 10. Okay, we got our marshals. We got an abundance. We got a plethora of turn marshals. All right, we are going racing. Drivers, best of luck. This is our 17.5 Expert A Man event. We're going racing. Less than 5. Here we go. Oh man, somebody flipped at the start. Wow, BG with the dot hop pass. Oh, careful in the rhythm. In the middle of the rhythm. Meanwhile, Mirafonte out front. Got 11 in the 2 spot, being trailed by Low and White. Top 4 starting to break away from the rest of the pack, which is BG, Bonsall, and Austin. We got Miranda and Bixler doing battle with Allen not too far behind. 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go, drivers. So we got Mirafonte up by 1.6. 11.2 ahead of Low. Low 1.7 ahead of White. White 3.2 ahead of Gross. Gross 0.7 ahead of Bonsall. Trouble for Martin. That's going to move him to the 5 spot most likely. Oh, we got a tumble. Other side. 1:15 in, 3:45 left. Bryant out front. Careful in the rhythm section, guys. That is clear. So this time by at the stripe, we got Bryant 1.5 ahead of Jovi. They're coming through traffic, guys. Blue and yellow is your leader. Black, orange, white is second. Blue, white with the red trim is third. If you see any of those cars, please, no need to impede. 1:45 down, 3:15 left. This time around, Mirafonte 1.6 at 11, 1.3 ahead of Low. Got Low 6.4 ahead of Gross. Gross 1.2 ahead of White. White 1.7 up on Aaron. That time around, Mirafonte 15.3. Oh, Kalis on the back wing of Jovi. That's the battle to watch at the moment. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. This time by the stripe, 0.4 separating second and third. 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. Mirafonte 11, Low, Gross, and White, your top 5, followed by Austin, Miranda, Allen, Bonsall, Bixler. This time around, Bryant making his way into the rhythm section. He'll be coming up on some traffic soon. 11 and Low. This time by the line, 0.6 the gap between those drivers. Currently, Bryant enjoying a 3.2 second lead. And we got Kalis about 8 seconds ahead of BG. BG 1.6 ahead of Marty. Marty about 7 seconds ahead of Aaron. 1:50 to go, drivers. Okay, 11. Last couple laps have been pretty awesome. Gap is now down to 2.8 seconds between himself and Bryant. Gap now down to 2.6. Back straight, back straight. I think we're clear now. Oh, King. 1:20 to go, drivers. Oh, gap between the top two last time by was 2.8. This time by at the stripe, 2.6. Got just over 1 minute to go. Need a little help in the middle. The race leader making his way down the back straight. Second place coming out of the rhythm section. Now down the back straight. 2.6 the gap between 1 and 2. 45 seconds left in this one, drivers. Bryant, Jovi, Kalis, Brian, Martin, your top 5, followed by Kevin, Rohan, Aaron, Jeff, and David. 30 seconds left. 15.2 for Jovi last pass, gap down to 2.2. Oh man, Jovi with a bit of a long lap there. 10 seconds left, drivers. All right, Kalis, Jeff, Aaron, David, Martin, Kevin, Bryant, Rohan, 2 more cars. And that will be a race, drivers. Your podium tonight, Bryant, Jovi, and Kalis. Rest of the order will be Brian, Martin, Kevin, Rohan, Jeff, Aaron, and David. I'll be a race, guys. We are now moving into 21.5 buggy. All right, this one will be Yao Carter, Church, Blackwell, Oku, and Lynn.
Carter Garcia. Craig Oku. 1 minute to the start of the race. 10 car 10. Scott Young. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Jimmy Blackwell.
All right, I am going to need turn marshals from 17.5 Expert. This is 21.5 Sportsman
30
Buggy.
seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
You know, Aaron, one of these days I'll finally get to race you in 21.5.
Less than 5.
One of these days.
Austin Church.
Probably end up doing 21.5 all the big races. Now I have a pretty dialed 21.5 car. Barry's car is really good. Dude, Barry has that thing rolling. I thought I was going to have more turn marshals, but I guess you guys can marshal the next race. If you're not in it. I'm assuming you're not in it. All right, so let's put Scott on the 1, Carter on the 2, Austin 3, Jimmy 4, Craig 5, and Theo 6. There we go. All right, drivers, we are going racing in less than 5. Here we go. Oh, go for a little bobble. Church gets aggressive. All right. Pack is still close here. Carter out front. Craig in the 2, Austin 3, followed by Jimmy, Scott, Theo. Scott picking up a spot there. Oh, Church making the move in the chicane. That might have been move of the night. 35 in, 4:25 remains. Right now, Garcia up on Church by 1.1. Church 0.7 ahead of Oku. Oku 0.7 ahead of Yao. Yao 1 second ahead of Jimmy. Jimmy 0.9 ahead of Theo. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Starting to break away from the rest of the pack. 105 down, 3:55 to go. The Church having a bobble there. That's going to put Yao, Oku, and Blackwell up 1 spot each. Minute 20 down, 3:40 left. Carter out front. Yao in the 2 spot. 2.1 the gap between those two drivers. Minute 35 in and 4:25 left. All right, drivers, 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. And right now in our 3-lap Friday series, taking a drop into consideration, we got Carter and Scott separated by 1 point. So Scott could potentially force a tie with a victory here, and that would come down to combined time and laps. Right now Carter with a 1 point advantage in the series. Got 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Carter pretty much has his own fate in his hands. If he can win this race, he will win the series. However, Scott wins this race, he'll force a tiebreaker. No pressure, guys. Oh, trouble for Carter. Now it is Scott out front. 2:05 to go. So right now, let's see. Right now, Sky Yao up by 2.5 seconds. Carter is charging. 140 remains here. Church now up to the 2 spot. Now this could get interesting here. If Garcia falls down too far, there's a possibility Yao can clinch it on points. There might have been some team orders there. 120 to go, drivers. So we got Carter and Scott, if they finish this way, going to be tied. All right, we got 1 minute to go, drivers. Sky Yao now 7 seconds up. And combined time being a factor, every lap here counts. No pressure, guys, no pressure. 40 seconds to go. So it'll probably take me, I don't know, 5 minutes to figure out the tiebreaker. I'll announce that and get it published on the website after the completion of racing tonight. 25 seconds to go. Got Theo and Jimmy with a battle to the finish here. 15 seconds remain, drivers. And time has expired. When you cross, you will be done. You know, Theo, I think Jimmy was toying with you. He just wanted to break your heart at the end. All right, that'll be a race, guys. Your podium tonight, Scott, Carter, and Austin. So, yeah, if my math is correct, I believe you guys are tied on points. I'll let you guys know some more details later on tonight. Got one more race to get through, and that is our 40 plus A main event.
Which spot do you want, Brian? Here, please. Which one do you want? Here, okay. That's right. Yeah, that's good. I'll take it.
Aaron Austin, Martin White, Grasshopper, Kevin Allen, AJ Cardinale, Eric Gonzalez.
All right, we're going to need some help out here. Let's get our drivers from 21.5. Oh, man, I need a lot of help
1
out here.
minute to the start of the race.
It's starting to look like a graveyard out there.
Go on the cone. Marshall.
Can I get a little help? Little help.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Turn marshals. My drivers from the previous group.
Steve Luke,
Second wall right. Second wall right.
Rice Cakes.
Is that
30
Melio?
seconds to the start of the race.
I thought you were going to Cirque du Soleil or something. Okay, all done. That was quick.
Chef Dave, Ryan R. Randall. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, I'm going to need some turn marshals, guys. Drivers from the previous group, Scott, Carter, Austin, Craig, Jimmy, Theo. I need all of you. I got Scott, got Craig, I got Theo. Looking for the rest of my drivers. Got Jimmy. Jimmy! Let's see. Who am I missing? Carter and Austin, you guys out here?
Oh, rhythm. Rhythm, say hi.
Carter Garcia, Austin Church. Let's get you guys out here. There you are. In the middle, on the right side, maybe one of you guys on the left. All right, this is our final of the night. We're going to put BG on the 1 spot, Martin on the 2, Aaron 3, David 4, Kevin 5, Gonzalez 6, Steve 7, Cardinale 8, Dave 9, Ryan 10. All right, grid is set. We have marshals, drivers. Best of luck. We're going racing. 40 plus A main event. Less than 5. Here we go. BG, clean getaway. Oh, BG a little off trajectory there. Gets back on course. Good save. 0.3 ahead of White. White, 0.6 ahead of Bixler. Looks like Austin in the 4 spot. 25 seconds in. That's a BG, 0.4 ahead of Marty. Bixler in the 3, followed by Austin, Allen, Kreider, Gonzalez, Cardinale, Randall, and Leon. Tabletop, landing on tabletop, guys. Uh-oh, Martin White getting it wrong. Bixler getting it wrong. All right, folks, we got 1 minute down, 4 minutes to go. BG now 4.3 ahead of Kevin Allen. Got Kevin 3.5 ahead of Aaron. got ourselves a pack here behind Aaron. That's going to be Dave, Martin, David, a couple of Daves, Amarty. Got Steven there as well. Being chased by Ryan and Eric and, yeah, and Art. 135 in, 325 to go, drivers. This time around, BG, 4.5 ahead of Kevin Allen. A couple of cars tumbling through this intersection here. 150 down, 310 to go. Order this time by is going to be Brian, Kevin, Aaron, Martin, David, Steve, Eric, Dave, Ryan, Art. Fast lap of 16.0 from BG. See, race leader down the back straight. He'll be coming up on Kreider soon. Our second place car making his way to the tabletop now. All right, leader through the rhythm section. 225 in, 235 to go. All right, let's see. Allen now making his way over that tabletop. Third place, Martin White now making his way to the tabletop as Allen reaches the rhythm section, and BG down the back straight. 245 in, 215 to go. Brian up by 5 seconds. Got Kevin 3 seconds ahead of Martin. Martin 1.4 ahead of Aaron. Aaron 2 seconds ahead of Bixler. Bixler 0.2 ahead of Gonzalez. Gonzalez 2.5 ahead of Leon. 155 remaining in this one, drivers. Careful in the rhythm, guys. All right, we got a minute 40 to go. BG up by 5.3. And got the race leader coming up on one of his lookalikes. Minute 25 remaining. So Gross up by 5. Allen 3.2 ahead of White. White 2.2, now 3.2 ahead of Austin. Austin 1.7 ahead of Gonzalez. Gonzalez 2.8 ahead of Leon. I'm thinking, yeah, I think Bixler might have missed a lap there, so I believe I got Eric Gonzalez and David Bixler battling there. 45 seconds remaining. Race leader making his way down the back straight. Second place car through the rhythm section. Third place runner approaching the speed bump. 30 seconds remain. $20 seconds left. Oh, we got one down the middle there. One down at the end of the rhythm section, guys. Careful in the rhythm section. 5 seconds left. And it looks like Gonzalez now in the 3 spot. Bixler and Austin behind him. It's a big kerfluffle. It's a scramble to the finish here. Go easy on each other, guys. Whoa, Austin sends it. I'm going to have to watch the video on that finish. So, Brian Gross taking home the victory here. Kevin Allen 2. Eric Gonzalez taking home the final podium spot. Ahead of Bixler, Austin, Leung, White, Cardinale, Kreider, and Randall. Wow, a lot happened at the end there. All right, well, I'm going to have to review the footage. Didn't get a good view on that last corner. All right, thank you guys for coming out. That will conclude Friday Night Racing. We'll see you guys again next time. Don't forget, we are racing on-road this Sunday if you want to come check out some on-road racing action. And don't forget, if you guys need anything for your next RC project, come see us. We'll get you hooked up. All right, good night, everybody.